I've just created this link tree so it's easier for you guys to contact me. You can do so through my Instagram or my crypto Twitter that I've just recovered. Vechain has returned to 2 cent just as we predicted a few updates ago. It was in our thumbnail, back to 2 cent. Not many people watched it, I guess because it was a bearish one, but what I must say is that this is our final layer of defense, guys. Simple as that. If we lose this level of support, it looks like we're going to attack the bottom, unfortunately. Let me get you some targets prepared. So first of all, what I must say is that this deviation underneath was a bear trap, because we should have never reclaimed this green level, as FTX capitulated right here, pushing us through this 5 to 6 month long bottom. And so with that, we're meant to retest this area over here as resistance to then fall and capitulate further, to go to sub 1 cent per Vechain token. But what was the freak case is that we pushed through this, confirmed its support, and put in a new higher high, higher than the FTX capitulation. So you've put a higher high higher than this. So going forward, we need a higher low, a higher than the last low. So this was our pivot point. This is where bear turned to bull. So right here is our last low. We need to maintain this. We need to perform a higher low above this. And of course, I would love for it to be at 2 cent, because that was our summer low. And at all costs, we need to stay above 2 cent. And we were doing so, broke out, couldn't reach this, fell back under. You still did not lose the low, started breaking out again. It was actually going to come back to the highs, but unfortunately, FTX out of nowhere capitulated, losing the low very quickly in 2 days, retesting it as resistance, dumping, coming back, retesting it as resistance, meant to dump, and we continued higher and reclaimed that level. So it's actually fine that you fell back under that, because we're just setting that new high, and so we want to now just form a higher low above this. I would love for it to be at 2 cents, specifically for the reasoning I've mentioned before, because it was the summer bottom. But technically, yes, you can go lower than this. It's just that if you do push through this box and go underneath, the expectation now is that if we do even come up into it, it should be resistance. The same here. We lost it. You should come up into it as resistance. This is the expectation. But if you're proven otherwise, you then take this new path. This is why we prepare for both scenarios. So, of course, you can go underneath and actually reclaim it, confirm its support. We're on and out of here. But the most likely scenario, once you lose it, is this. But yes, out of nowhere, boom, reclaim it, boom, hold its support, and we're out of here. Do you understand that? So I will get you some levels. First of all, as I said, we should never have reclaimed this level. So this is why I was talking about potential targets going up all the way eventually. Could be well over a year away, but eventually up to 10 cent. You need to maintain that 0 fib level if you want to see 10 cent. That's 1.54 cent. Not only that, when we came down with this big impulse down here, this is your push. This is your first phase, and this is the second phase, called the exhaustion phase, before seeking continuation. Pretty much the same impulse over here. So back down to just above 1 cent. But again, we did not just stop at the 618. We continued through almost to the 1 fib level. But now we're coming back down. Yes, we lost that golden pocket. That's totally fine, because that's why I said you need to maintain the 0 fib. And this will give you chances to reclaim these EMAs as well as the fib levels, the golden pocket. But let me get rid of this and show you some other fibs from the bottom to the top here. Get rid of this now. And there you go. We're actually bang on the 618. Bang on. So forget everything to the left. I'm just looking at pretty much from the bottom here till this top currently. And after this big impulse, you're meant to second phase, exhaustion, and then continuation. This is what we now need to see from this location, giving us price targets of about 4 cents over here. This is what we would need to see, but it doesn't mean that it will 100% happen. The reason why I'm preparing you is because when you fall into the golden pocket, that is what you're expecting, this sort of bounce with that specific target. But of course, it doesn't necessarily mean it will 100% happen, simply because you can just get one red candle, boom, with a fundamental news event. I think it was NFP today, so it was quite volatile earlier as well when I was looking at the 15-minute on NAS and Dow. But Of course, if you want to learn the cryptos, I also do teach the Forex or the indices or equities or whatever you want to call it. That's all part of it. For some people that around the world, taxes are awful for trading cryptos, so they don't want to at all. For cryptos, for some people around the world, especially Europe, some specific countries, yeah, they just can't short-term trade. There's some tax exemptions in other countries, a hold for minimum 1 year. So these sorts of people cannot trade in and out. Otherwise, they have to give like 50% of the money to the gov. But this is why we are longer term. We can either hold or whatnot. But I do teach all of this in my course and in my mentorship, whether you want to take action on the crypto. That's what everyone's doing. But I do personally trade Forex. I've done 7 trades this week, winning 6 of them, 1 loss. And yeah, ended up profitable for the week because of the system that I'm using. You only need to be right 33% of the time, and almost like 80-90. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to take action, just head over to my link tree underneath this video, bring you up to this, and then you can just hit my crypto Twitter or Instagram. There is more information under the buy me a beer of like, if you just want to hear about the course and the mentorship, there is something over there. If you want to private message me, and yeah, we'll go through it together on crypto Insta or crypto Twitter. Make sure you're following my Instagram because we're not even at 100 followers yet. We're almost there, but I did give that free quant trade over my Instagram as well as the Twitter and the YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in to this Vechain update. It is so key for this golden pocket to hold. But looking at levels below, the 786 at 1797 could be another area for a potential bounce. And yeah, this is actually one of the last areas it can reverse from. So even if you push through to this, you're most likely meant to hit its resistance and go down, as we explained earlier in the video. But it will give you an opportunity to reclaim it, confirm its support, just as we explained on earlier in the video as well, to head up higher. But what we must understand is that if I get rid of this quickly, after such a big impulse down, you're going to have a key area of resistance over here going forward. So we'd need to obviously bounce off of this and get above those EMAs. It's vital to reclaim 2.5 cent. That's where I'm looking for Vechain to reclaim. Without doing so, I'm going to expect lower prices if this gives in, okay? And these are your targets prepared: 1.2 cent, 111, and we had some confluence at 111. Remember, I showed you a specific target, but also the 1618 sub 1 cent. This might be the case for Vechain if Bitcoin decides not to behave. And so that's why it's vital to keep an eye on Bitcoin. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. So I'll quickly show you guys how you take action, whether you want to support me or take action on the course or the mentorship. Simply hit this link tree over here on my homepage. It will then take you to over here where you can obviously just come from my YouTube. This is my crypto Twitter. I've just got it back, so help me reach 2,000 followers over there. I will be doing a 5,000 subscriber giveaway for my course over there. Free course giveaway will be on my crypto Twitter, so make sure you're following me there. I've just opened up an Instagram for anyone that's not on crypto Twitter, or not on Twitter, sorry. For those that just have Instagram, you can private message me over there to get started on the course or the mentorship. You do get the chat with both options as well. If you just want to support me as a creator, that's through here. But going back to my homepage, you can just simply click the Twitter button here, just to quickly go to Twitter, or you can click this section. Now, this section is a little bit different. Again, you can buy me a beer if you want. I know a lot of you have said that in the past. We're going to bookings over here. You can get the one-to-one mentorship. It goes through it, as well as the crypto course over here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you do like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll catch you in the next update. Peace.